Hey, where are we going today? Where do you think we're going? You want to go see some tractors? Ooh, maybe some combines? Would you like to see some combines? Like, yeah, duh. You want to go get some corn picker parts in Indiana with Daddy?
Oh, Daddy.
Yeah. You want to go look at some tractors?
Papi.
Yeah, you want to go see some combines?
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I'd sure love to find a couple cribs like that. That is... well, we're definitely in Amish country. Or, I don't know, not too far away from Shipshawana. And the place should be right up here on the left. Corn Picker City over here. Go down Equipment Row here. A lot of smaller stuff, I assume, for the Amish and the Mennonite. Yeah. Umverfirth McCurdy. I saw one up here with the old McCurdy sticker on it. That's not far from home. That was Maiden Ada. There, here it is here on the end. Kind of half want to snap a picture of the thing. That way, if I wanted to put new stickers on ours, I could have some made. Alright, so I went to Mullet's Machinery, which I was recommended to go to on Facebook, and I found a slew of parts for this picker. They make everything from new snoots for the head, new elevators, new husking bed roll stuff. I can get new fingers and other stuff for the husking bed. I got belts. This thing is in dire need of belts, so I went ahead and got belts. I even got a spring for the trip on this. I'm not sure. I got part of the spring left on this one. You can't see it, but that'll be something to do in the daylight. I don't know if I'll get to that. I'm hoping to pick corn tomorrow. It's supposed to be a beautiful day out. Perfect day to be making some YouTube video. So I am hoping to at least change these belts. Oh, and I got a new boot for the elevator. Wasn't hardly 90 bucks. I was surprised at that. But anyways, yeah, we'll get this thing out tomorrow. Obviously, I probably won't put the boot in there. I'll just have to kind of patch that, and should be good to pick some corn, I hope. This is the first this picker has run in about 12 years. It sat outside for about 10 of those years. So I'm only going about 2 miles an hour with this picker. I tried it at 3.3. You'll see that here in a little bit, but I wasn't comfortable with the way it was feeding in there. I'm sure if the corn was a little less brittle and maybe a little wetter, it would have fed fine. One of my buddies and fellow YouTuber, Craig from Borman Farmstead, if you haven't looked him up, I would do that. I really enjoy his channel. I saw where he, on his picker, did a trick where you weld the snapping rolls up and it helps make them more aggressive and pull the stock down. And I'd really like to try that next year, but anyhow, I will put his link down in my description if you guys care to check out Borman Farmstead. You can go to the description and I'll be sure to tag his channel in that so you can find it there. Here I am, I'm trying 3.3 miles an hour. It fed pretty well today, but in a couple days when I come back to it, the stock's brittled up and it just didn't really want to feed. So 2 miles an hour was plenty fast for me. Like I say, I only picked 3 loads. It's going to be cattle feed. You guys will see here in an upcoming video. I've got some footage from the farm that it's going to, so you guys will get to see that. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I'm going to try not to talk too much here so you guys can enjoy the Allis-Chalmers picking corn. anyone's curious and hasn't been around a corn picker, this is called the Husking bed. This 325 New Idea picker has a 326 Husking bed unit on it, and it is a 8-roll Husking bed. I particularly like this view here. The board fell off that covers the elevator, so you can really see what's going on. You can see the corn going down through the Husking bed and, for the most part, getting husked out before it drops in the elevator. stuck at the back of the field. You got to drive all the way back up. But got one load picked. The old picker's working. I even got the rope trip on the elevator working the way it's supposed to. I'm really sorry, the wind was absolutely terrible today, and if anything, I really need to get a windsock on my camera or get some better mics or something to go to it, because I've been noticing lately the camera has been doing some wonky things with the audio. I did get some of that brittle corn lodged in the picker here, as you can see, and I raised the head a couple times and let it run out, and eventually she cleans out. I have to thank my wife for coming out and filming this stuff for me so I could get some better angles while I was running the tractor. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but this was my favorite place to ride growing up on the farm. Grandpa'd pick corn, and I always used to ride the wagon, and really brings back a lot of nostalgia and memories for me. And I hope one day maybe my son can ride in the wagon and have the same memories I do. And maybe kind of an old-fashioned way of doing things, and you don't get as much done, but it's sure a lot more fun in my opinion, and it makes excellent feed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.